But right now I gotta also look at this mow deck to see what I can do on it, because I gotta get it fixed. Hopefully like sooner than later. So back it up out of here and go take a look at it. So I pulled this front cover plate. It's actually to hold it's to hold either the rubber or chain links in front, and so now you can see this actually had been broken previously, so I don't feel too bad, but I still got to get that thing pulled out because these blades are in pretty horrendous shape. They've been beat up, so I did order a set, but this may not be too bad. I got to be able to pull this back out and tack that up, and I really don't have to operate it with that piece on there, but what I'm going to do is as soon as I can get this corner piece off of here, I got to get this off and straighten it back out. But I'm going to put a piece of plate underneath here, get the torch out, heat this up, and see if I can't beat these mounting hole locations back flush so this thing sits a bit more applicable as it's supposed to. Because right now it's kind of heavy plate. It's kind of sitting like that, and it should be sitting like that. So it's because these things are bent in. But that's not fresh. I didn't do that. So it's previous users, you know, beating it, but I'm the one left to fix it. Now I want to put the.
This is not a real testimonial. Sure, customers can save big with Progressive, but your other expenses won't just disappear. Are those gloves going to help you when the hot water heater dies? Also, it sounds like your money is better spent on golf lessons.
Come on, man.
No.
Fess up with yourself. With yourself. That's what I wanted. See what happens first if I cold beat this stuff back. See if I have to heat it or not. Might need my clamps again to clamp that. Hammer. Duct tape. Bacon. Bacon's good. Pork chops is good. That pinched the shit out of my leg. Be nice to be able to clamp this into something. I'd beat the shit out of my bench up there, clamping it in up there. I'm gonna try something. Okay. Busted one of these up pretty good trying to tighten something up that, oh, it was on this hustler. So I'm going to see if I can't beat this back out in the submission to where I can get a clamp or something on it and start tacking it up. If not, I may need to put a winch or come along on it to pull it out. I think that'd be quicker than heating it up and beating it out, but let's see what happens here. Alright, had to change batteries. Got that all clamped up. I got enough bite on it to where I can kind of start to tack it and suck it in a little bit more maybe. I might put a bigger clamp on it out here, but I think this will help me a long ways getting where I need to be with this. But I gotta move that hustler out of the way to bring this in there because I gotta get at the welder and all. So it's move equipment time. I got this bashed in and beat in, and I think it's better, a whole lot better than what it was. That's for sure. That could actually go back a little bit more, that tang, but much better. Feeling better now. Alright, I got the tail of that thing clamped in there a bit just so I can get this out. I gotta grind this down, clean it up, so I gotta weld it, and then as soon as I clean it up I'll get another clamp on here, but I can't get at it to clean it up with the clamps in the way, so gotta clean up the inside and the outside of this thing, and hopefully I'll be able to pop this lip. It's kind of flush here, but pop this lip back out. That might be kind of difficult to do, but that's ideally what I'd like to do. Get this all flush again, but we'll see. But I'm back onto the road of redemption here. Actually, I didn't do all this damage, just the crack. This had been cracked for some time. I certainly didn't do it any help it at all, any hitting the stump, but certainly didn't do all that damage, but kind of tidying it up. It's an expensive thing to replace. I mean, it's not pretty, but it's functional. You know, they're a couple of grand to replace, used. So, ordered a bunch of new blades, 6 blades for it. And, alright, well, let me get to grinding this thing. Alright, I think if I get a clamp, put my clamp back on about right here, maybe if I put the clamp on here I can get a tack in there and get one on the end of it here so it stops that crack. Should almost drill a hole right there. Need to get a tack in down here as far as possible so I can take this clamp off and clean that up. get my clamp back on there. But I want to see if I can find another little piece of metal. pretty ugly, but it may hold.
This is very dirty out there. It's fitness splatter, not dirty out. Yeah, this is dirty out. Can't get it though.
I could clean it from underneath. Maybe that's what I have to do. Because it's just not welding. It's just spitting and burning. Alright. Let me reorganize myself here. Probably can't see that too well in here, but had to clean this up in here. So I'm going to try to tack in here as well. This was just so filthy on the outside there. It just got so ugly, man. It just was burning and popping and couldn't do shit with it. So I'm going to try to get a good couple of tacks in here on it as well. See how that works out. Alright, well, I think I got this head. I kind of filled in up here. That's where I had the overhang, but I think I'm back on the road. Just got to get my blades Got that thing beat back to shape. So I think I'm good. Put that back on. This piece back on. I'm going to pull these blades off, see if I can't sharpen them up a little bit before the new ones come in. The church has got some people coming, and Sunday they have a group of people. They're just going to look at their property and they'd like to have it mowed. So I told them I'd help them out with it. Man, these things were and are in horrible shape. But I just kind of touched them up a little bit. I don't know when the last time these things would have been changed. It would have been some time ago. I haven't touched them in 5 years, so anyway, it's 3 sets of these under there like this. I just ordered all 6 new OEM Woods blades, but I touched them up. Man, a pain in the ass getting them off, that's for sure. But that's the Woods number. Yeah, I'm glad that's the number I ordered. 24590. That was it. So you can see these blades, they're kind of a pivoting blade. They fit with this down through them, so they're just a pivoting, flinging blade, if you will. But I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 back in and see about getting that center set out. Touch them up. See how that other end down there is. They may not be as bad, but I don't think the replacement blades are going to be here before the weekend, so I'd like to be able to use this weekend. Alright, well, let's get these blades back installed. So I'm on the middle set. I got one out. Put these ones back up and in. These 2 are in. These ones were much easier. Man, those guys had some torque on them. I had to put a cheater bar, and I could have used, I've got a 1/2-inch breaker bar, but I guess I could have used it. So then they have these little caps on top of them that that you can spin around, and you pop this pin up. But I need my ratchet to pop the pin up, and I bolted it in there too tightly or too loosely. So get that out. Get that out. Now use this. That comes up. Like that. Blade comes out like that. I put the pin back in just so I don't lose it. And that set is out. I don't know if I'm going to do that set down there. Well, they need to be replaced. I'm not going to burn time taking care of them because they aren't in too bad a shape. I mean, relative to these ones. I knew that was going to happen right on the camera. That's what happens when you work on your back in the dirt. Must have some crap up top there. There. So it's, I guess those caps are concave, have a curve to them, so you don't have to take the bolt all the way out. I guess it saves you from potentially losing a bolt. But that's that. gonna take a little bit of this, squirt it on there, squirt it on there, since I'm under here. Alright, so I'm gonna go put these, oh, that's what was killing my back, rock. Alright. Bugs, rocks, sticks. Such a joy working on your back and the ground. Soon to be resolved though. Lifts, got my permit, my permit got approved for my barn. Gotta say, that's the first permit I've ever tried to pull, and I got it approved. It was right on. Made me feel good. Alright, well, let me get at these blades, and probably need to grease these wheels a little bit. Put that back on and see about getting a lap in, how it looks. Alright, back up underneath here with the blades kind of triaged as best I could for right now. They should get me out of the sticks, if you will, with mowing before Sunday. I could use the other mow deck, but even though this is a finishing deck as well, the green mow deck behind the John Deere is a finishing deck, and it just doesn't have the balls as this mow deck. So because I gotta do the pastures, and next week I'll be able to put the new blades on, and things will be looking much better mowing with this, that's for sure. Alright, well, let me get these blades on here. So what it does is, since I just loosened that puck up, I'll turn it around so it's clocked to let this out like that. Blade goes in like that. This comes back down. Lines up with the hole on the blade, if I can find it. Kind of tricky doing this one. So I got that pin dropped back through the blade here, and then you just tighten that top bolt up, holds that tab down. I'll be able to get it hold on. Helps if I tighten, not loosen. I notice it's going the wrong way. Come on, man. I had it the right way. What the hell's going on here? Outsmarted myself. Alright, so now this is where I got to get a board. Well, pulled back out, welded, beat back so it's sticking out and not up underneath. till I get the new blades, that's about what that's gonna be. So I'm gonna go give it a whirl and see how it does. Man, this was a crazy long day. I'm just now stopping. Got good stuff though. I got my stainless steel 1/8 inch wire, the crimper. I needed that crimper for a different fitting I'm getting for that wire to fix that hustler. Got some 1/8 inch crimps. This is a socket so I can fix the excursions, replace the IPR valve. I got something else too, but I don't know what. Oh, I got all my fittings and stuff for the well. Got a bunch of stainless fittings, barbed, 1.25 inch for the flex pipe, stainless pit adapter, 1.25 inch, check valve, some hose clamps, couplings, stainless couplings. So that's a good score. I'm so stoked, man. I got my permit. I was thinking, man, they were gonna jack with me up one side and down the other, but actually they helped me out by doing it as an egg building. I didn't have to do lines and grades, any of that. So that was stoked. I fixed the Wood's deck. That took a little bit of crawling around and getting bit by bugs and burnt with the welder, but got that and finished both pastures, the lower and upper pasture mowing. And that Kubota is just about on E, man. I was hoping it was gonna hang in there, and it did. So that's a wrap, folks. Appreciate everything that I have. You know, there's a lot of people a lot worse off, and every time you feel down about yourself, it doesn't take far to look to find somebody in a worse off situation. So appreciate everything I have, and anyway, take care. Bye.